So do you know how many months it takes to become really fluent in English? Now, this is one question I get so many times from people. So today in this video, I will share with you the timeline that you should take to become really fluent in this language. So let's get started. Now, I have divided this video in two parts, part 1 and part 2. In part 1, I'll explain to you the type of learner you are. In part 2, I will explain to you the 5 factors that will help you to become fluent in English and speed up the process of improving your English. Now, part 1, let's understand this. First, you have to decide what type of learner you are. Now, technically speaking, there are 3 types of learners. The first one is the casual learner. Who is a casual learner? A person who consumes English a lot. Maybe he watches English movies, he reads some English books, he learns grammar, vocabularies, he practices some sentence formation, but after consumption of it, he hardly ever speaks. He is always in a mindset that I'm learning, and learning, but hardly ever implementing it, hardly ever speaking English. Even if he speaks, it is a very inconsistent effort. He speaks for 3-4 days, then takes a break. Again, after 5-7 days, he remembers that I need to again practice English. Again, he restarts. Now, 90 to 95% of the people are in this bracket. They are a casual learner. So rarely they focus on being consistent. What they do is they consume English sparingly. Once or twice they will do it. Again, they will forget it. Again, they will restart it. So this chain gets broken. Now understand this, if you are a casual learner and if you speak English like this, you should take approx 12 to maybe 18 months or maybe more to become really fluent in English. Because every time you start the process, you are getting into that momentum phase and you break it, you go back to square one. So avoid being this casual learner. If you're a casual learner, believe me, you will take a hell lot of time to become fluent in English. The second type of learner is a consistent learner. Who is a consistent learner? A learner who is more focused, more consistent, and he or she understands that if he or she has to improve on a certain skill, he has to do it repeatedly every day, consistently every day. So a consistent learner is a person who practices English, let's say 15, 20, 30 minutes every day. He speaks in English, listens to English, tries to record himself, observes it, and tries to improve himself every day, at least 1%, 2%. Now, if you're a consistent learner, you're a focused learner, and you are doing it every day, you should take around 6 to 9 months to improve. We are doing it consistently in the right direction. Okay. Now, the third category, the rare one, is an immersive learner. Now, who is an immersive learner? An immersive learner is one step ahead of that consistent learner. So technically, this person, he consumes English, he practices English, he is consistent in his effort, and he also tries to get more and more into the culture of English. He surrounds himself, consistently he surrounds himself in this culture of English. He tries to listen more, he tries to communicate with others, he tries to practices storytelling, presentation skills. He does multiple things continuously to improve himself, and he focuses on improving himself at least by a certain parameter or point every single day. Now, if you are this type of learner, you are the immersive learner, you should take hardly 3 to 4 months to become really fluent in English. So there you go, 3 types of learner: casual, consistent, and immersive. If you are the casual learner, you will take around 12 to 18 months. If you are a consistent learner, you should take 6 to 9 months. And if you are an immersive learner who is completely surrounding himself in that culture of English, you should take 3 to 4 months to become fluent in this language. That is part 1. Now let's focus on part 2. Now in part 2, let's look at 5 factors which you need to focus on if you need to speed up the process of your English fluency. The first one is your starting level. A lot depends on your starting level, where you stand right now. what is your level of English at this present moment? Are you at a basic level? Are you at an intermediate level, or are you at a more advanced level? So this will give you a boost to speed up the process. So if you are more at an intermediate or an advanced level, you'll be able to improve fast. But if you are more at a basic level, you may take some more time, which is fine. So the first point is your starting level, where you stand right now. The second point that you need to focus on to speed up this process of English learning is daily practice time. So how much time you practice every day? Are you practicing it for 2-3 minutes every day, 8 to 10 minutes every day, 15-20 minutes, 1 hour or more? Ideally, if you do it 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe at least 10 to 20 minutes, even 10-15 minutes, that is sufficient. If you do it every day consistently, 2-3 times every day, you will see a huge difference in the process and the speed how you improve your communication in English. So your daily practice time is a critical factor. The third factor that you need to consider is your environment. Now, I may practice every day. However, if the environment where I stay, or I'm surrounding myself in an environment which is not conducive to English learning, then again, I will not be able to speed up the process. So your environment will create a major impact in speeding up your process of English fluency. Now, most of us don't have that environment. So you can create an artificial environment. How you create an artificial environment? Let's say you watch more YouTube videos, you listen more to English movies, maybe songs, you try to sing songs in English without going for translation, without reading subtitle. You try to listen more to English, try to summarize what you have just heard, or you watched, let's say you watched a movie, you try to summarize it to yourself in English. So you are creating an artificial culture, an artificial environment of English. If you do this every day, believe me, you will be able to speed up the process of your English journey, English fluency journey. The fourth point is your correction and feedback. Now, if you do things always the wrong way, you will keep on getting the wrong results. But if you start doing it the right way, you will start getting right results. So while you are practicing, try to get some professional learning, get some professional support. What do I mean by professional support? Maybe while you are speaking in English, try to speak with people who are much better than you in this language. That's where you improve fast, because the other person will be able to help you, will be able to guide you. If required, you can go for professional training, coaching. There are so many apps available on Play Store which you can download and use it. So always understand, improvement happens when you do things in a strategic way. You are doing it in the right direction, you are getting the right feedback, you are able to correct yourself, and then you improve very fast. So the fourth point will be the feedback and your correction. And the fifth point, probably the most important point, which is your confidence and mindset. Now, what do I mean by confidence and mindset? Now, believe me, any amount of information will not help you until you implement that information. Without implementation, there is no transformation. Information is a separate thing, transformation is a separate thing. We gain information, but until we implement that information in our day-to-day life, the transformation will never happen. Transformation can only come once you are confident with yourself. You have a self-belief that I'm going for it, I will do it. And you practice it every day without fail. You speak with others, you correct yourself, you focus, you are completely immersed in improving yourself with a clear-cut goal. You have a bull-headed clarity that I want to improve myself, I want to improve my communication in English in the next 3 to 4 months, max to max 6 months. If you have this much clarity and you do everything, you go all in to achieve it, believe me, you will get amazing results and you'll be able to improve fast, and you will be able to speed up the process of improving your communication in English. So there we go. 2 factors I said. One is the type of learner you are, and the other 5 factors that you need to consider if you want to speed up the process of your fluency journey.